Hello, welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy, and today we are going to talk about my hopeful reading plans for July of 2023. So, let's just get into it because there is a lot going on. I have a huge list. There's a lot. So first off, I like to touch base on book clubs or read-alongs. The only read-along I currently have happening right now is the Ilona Andrews read-along, hosted by Stef from Novelty Corner, Heather from Hia Booktubes, Megan from Meowth Vader, and Izzy from Happy For Now. I will link everybody to everything in this video down below. Our next book is the final book, well, not the final, the most recently released book in the Innkeeper Chronicles, Sweep of the Heart. Now, this was originally scheduled to be June's book with the live show at the end of the month. However, it has been pushed back a week, so the live show is now on July 7th. 6 o'clock Mountain Time. That's how I remember the time for me. But so I have not read this yet as of filming this. So I think my plan is to read this over like the 4th of July weekend, because with 4th of July being on a Tuesday this year, I will have Monday and Tuesday off. So we'll get a 4-day weekend. So my hope is to read this during that weekend, if nothing else. So there is that. And that's it for book clubs and read-alongs. As for readathons, there's quite a bit going on. And I tried to be a little more pulled back for June and how many events that I'm participating in book-wise. And then I still ended up going crazy. So we're just going to go crazy from the start. But it's not too bad. So, the first thing I will kind of touch base on, I haven't seen any announcements as of yet outside of it's coming, but Jen did mention that the fanfic readathon was going to be back from July 10th through the 16th. So once all of that's announced, I'll vlog it for sure, but then I don't know if I'll do either a dedicated TBR for it, or I'll just include that in the vlog. It depends on how much we have going on with the readathon and what else is going on with life. But I will be participating in that again, which is super exciting. Then for the month-long readathons, I've got two. So we'll do the Little Cafe readathon first. This is the pretty cute graphics that I've seen. So I have seen them around on Instagram off and on. I thought about doing their spring readathon, and then I already had so much going on. I was like, I'll wait. But then when I was looking to see what readathons might be happening in July, I saw that they were doing their summer readathon. This is the month of July, and this one is like food cart festival themed. So there's 4 different teams: Team Cherry, Team Mango, Kiwi, and Strawberry. So I am Team Cherry. That's the one that I liked the best prompts for, or felt like I could complete the prompts. Technically, to win, I guess, or complete the readathon, you just need to read 1 food item and 1 drink item from your specific team's menu. And there are 3 prompts for each, and there's points and all sorts of things. So let me get my notes and then we'll go over the points real quick. Okay, so if you read a book for a prompt off of your menu item, so like I mentioned, there's 6 total for your team, that's 5 points. However, if you read all 6, then the final book is worth 50 points, I believe. From what I could tell, it might be once you've read all 6, then you get an additional 50 points, but I think it's supposed to be the final book is 50 points instead of 5. If you read a book off of the other team's prompts, then that's 4 points, and if you finish a different team's menu, that is 40 points. They will have reading sprints that's hosted on their Discord. I will have their Instagram link down below, and then you can find all the links from there. And that is 50 points to attend a reading sprint, and then they'll have mini challenges throughout the month, and one mini challenge is worth 2 points. So I have some ideas and some plans of books that I want to read for these prompts, but when I picked out books that I wanted to read this month for this, I also made sure that they would work for other readathons and reading challenges I have happening. So it's more of like an amalgamation, because it can take a book of like one book can take off something on each one of my reading things. So I'm gonna wait and just talk about books at the end of this video, but I just want to touch base on prompts here real quick. So for Team Cherry, that's the only one I'm going to talk about. It is hosted by, like I mentioned, Little Cafe Readathon, but Team Cherry specifically is Dollhouse Books, Electra Raquella Reads, and Anna VCI. So for our 6 items, we have our 3 food items. So Cherry Pie, which is read a book set at an eatery, so cafe or restaurant, that type of thing. For Cherry Blossom Milk Pudding, read a book that has Asian folklore, fairy tale, mythology retellings. Cherry Goat Cheese Tart, which is a title that starts with the letter C. Then the 3 drinks, we have Cherry Cream Soda, which is 2 people on the cover, Cherry Kool-Aid, which is a book with a red cover, and Cherry Sake, which is flowers on the cover. So a lot of those are very easily hit, especially the drink items. Those are super easy prompts. I have some ideas of what I want to apply to those, but I feel like because those are very easy to hit, I might read a book before I get to the books I have planned for those that works for them. So I'll just cross them off early, or see if one of these other books might work for a different team's prompts to get more points that way. So I'm not double dipping, because we only want to, we want to get as many points as we can for our team, right? Okay, so we will move on. The other main event that I have going on for the month of July is the Buzzing About Romance. Their website is Bookcase and Coffee Summer Reading Challenge. Now, this did start on June 21st. As of filming this is Saturday morning, the 24th, and I still have not gotten anything off my bingo board. But I have plans of stuff starting this weekend. So here is the blank bingo board. I'm super excited for this. Not all of these are book prompts, so that makes it a little bit easier to kind of finish this month. And like I mentioned, I have a lot of plans, and I've had a lot of books that I've wanted to read, especially in June. But I was like, I gotta wait till the end of the month till the summer reading challenge happens, so I can use them for prompts. But we will see what kind of happens there. But I'm hoping to get as much done as I can for this. They're not really doing giveaways or prizes or anything this year, so I'm not feeling as gotta get a blackout. I would, at the very least, like to complete all of the book reading prompts. I just don't know if I'll do all of the social media and the visit a little library, because I don't know if there's any little libraries near me or things like that. Because when it gets hot and it's summertime, I go nowhere as much as possible. I just can't handle it. Okay, so those are the readathons that I have happening for July. As for quarterly reading challenges, currently happening right now, we've got the Ripped Bodice, which Summer Bingo So if you haven't heard about that, it starts in June, goes through the end of August. They do have a form on their website that you can enter for prizes for each bingo you get, up to 5. So either do rows or columns, however you want to do it, and then just stick with that when you enter them. That's how I do it, at least, to keep track. As of now, I have completed 14 of the 25 prompts, so I am over halfway there, which is great. Also happening is the Feels Like Summer summer reading challenge, and that is the same June 1st through August 31st. I'm currently at 17 out of 25 prompts on this one, and this one is another one that's mixed between book and like activity prompts, and I have 6 out of the 16 book prompts left, so I feel like I'm flying through this one as well. Then for my romance readers reading group on Goodreads, romance readers reading challenges group on Goodreads, there are 2 quarterly challenges happening right now. We have the 2023 Summer Musical Tour Challenge, of which I added a bunch of bonus prompts up to a total of 52, and that runs through September 14th. And then we also have Read the Season, the Maltese edition. We just started summer on the 21st. And so that will run through September 22nd. That one has 102 prompts. I don't know if I'm going to hit extreme on this one, but I've only got 1 book done so far because I have been slumpy a little bit the past couple of days. Well, not slumpy. I've been busy doing other things the past couple of days. So those are it for quarterly challenges. Then as for my yearly reading challenges, we have Romanceopoly. I'm still chugging along on that. I have 24 of 39 prompts done. So I'm just going to kind of keep rolling and reading books as I can and get it finished up as soon as I can. My goal is to get it done, or get most of it done by like October, November. So when I really need to buckle down and focus on like Christmas crafting and things like that, I won't feel as stressed about completing it. And this runs through the 31st, December 31st. Also, I'm still playing along in Readathon, and this one I'm just, I'm applying books where I can for points. They have a great number of prompts. I have officially taken over as the team leader for my guild. And so I actually have to start working on prompts for quarter 3 because we try to do new prompts every quarter. So I got to get going on those so those can be ready for the beginning of July, but I'm still working on that. Then for the Magical Readathon, G created a yearly reading challenge called Adventures in Aldea. And this is basically just 1 book a month. The year, however, doesn't have a prompt for April or August because that's when the full Magical Readathon happens. Hello. So for July, I have Brew a Potion of Sleepless Night on my tract, and that specific prompt is read a book when it's dark outside. So that's easily doable. Then the last thing I want to touch base on are some new releases that are coming out that I'm very, very excited for. I will be posting my quarter 3 anticipated new releases video in the next couple days. If you're watching this the day it goes up, once it's out, I will link it up above. But if you're watching this the first couple days after this video is live, it won't be there yet because it's not posted yet. But I'll link it when it is. So, because I haven't talked about any books, and you can't see them, I'm going to go with my top 3 most anticipated releases for the month. So, first of all, there's a billion books coming out July 11th, which is absolutely bonkers. But the one I'm most excited for is Roar of the Storm King by Alessa Thorne. This is the 3rd book in her Lost Fae Kings trilogy. the final one, although knowing Alyssa Thorne, there's probably more spin-offs in the works. Actually, I don't say, not probably. I know there's more spin-offs in this world in the works. I haven't started this series yet. I still have to finish the last Ironwood book, but I'm very, very excited that I can just binge this series. I haven't pushed because I wanted to wait until the third book was out so I could just read the whole trilogy in one sitting or in one go, because Alyssa Thorne is so bingeable to me. And this is the one, so the first one was Dance of the Forest King, so he was like forest, green magic. Then the second one was Song of the Sea King, so we got like water creatures and water magic. And then this one, Roar of the Storm King. He's a dragon. I'm assuming dragon shifter, but we got dragons. I'm here for it. Then Jackie Lau has finally officially announced, she's been teasing us for a while in her newsletter, that on July 25th, her new series kicks off Wedding with the Mox. Book 1 is 4 weddings to fall in love. I didn't read the blurb. I haven't really looked at anything. It's Jackie Lau. She's one of my favorite authors. I will read them. And she has said in one of her newsletters that the Mox is 4 brothers. So we're getting 4 books in this series. Also, fall is what she said. She's supposed to be starting a new novella series that's kind of similar to like Kim's Convenience Store. So I'm just excited. We're just going to start getting spoiled by Jackie Lau the rest of this year, and I'm ready for it. And then another super exciting release is July 26th, and that is A War Around Us by Kay Dossel. This is the second book in her Moretti Crime Family series. I have been waiting for this book. This is the follow-up to A Bullet Between Us, which is still one of my favorite Mafia books. I am so obsessed with that book. I have the normal version and I have the special edition, which is gorgeous. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I can't guarantee I'll get to this in July. It might have to wait until August because it's coming out so late in the month, but I need to savor this once it's out. But I'm super excited for it. So that's it for my normal list. Now, the books that I kind of have planned that I haven't already talked about, like Sweep of the Heart and the new releases, for the different reading challenges I have going on, I want to touch base on 4. Now, all 4 of these are books I specifically chose for the Little Cafe readathon, because that only has 6 prompts. And so Sweep of the Heart covers 1, 4 Weddings to Fall in Love also covers another one of the prompts. So I was like, I'm just going to talk about the 4 books. I kind of have planned to cover the rest of the Team Cherry prompts. However, a lot of these, like I mentioned, also I picked specifically because they will also work for specifically Ripped Bodice Summer Bingo and the Buzzing About Romance Summer Reading Challenge. So first, I have Wings Once Cursed and Bound by Piper J. Drake. This is the first book in her Myth Woven series. This is a fairly recent release. I feel like I mentioned it in my quarter 2 new releases. I think it came out in like May, April, something like that. Maybe it was earlier in the year. But I'm super excited for this. When I saw the prompt Asian folklore, fairy tales, mythology, I immediately thought of this book because if I remember correctly, it's based off of Thai Firebird mythology. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that. Then I have Down to a Science by Haley Cass. This is a part of the multi-author I Heart Sapphic Pride collection. This works for the red cover. My next Romanceopoly prompt is to read a sapphic romance, so this covers a bunch of different bases on a lot of different areas, and I'm excited to try it. It sounds cute. This also popped for Rip Bodice Kissing for Science kind of situation, so I'm intrigued by it. And it is available on KU as of me recording this. Then I have specifically for the prompt, whatever the one that was like set in an eatery, Decisions We Make After Midnight by Rachel Higginson. This is the first book in her Decisions in Durham series. Now this is a spin-off from her Opposites Attract series, which is the one, I'm spacing on the names, but I think it's The Opposite of You. But that first book is like, I feel like it was super popular back in the day, and it had a chef and then a female chef, and she had like a food truck in the parking lot across the street. I binged this last year, I want to say in 2022. Maybe it was in 2021, but I binged the series. And then I saw that the spin-off series was coming set at a bar that they visit frequently in the last couple books. So I'm excited to finally pick this up. And yeah, I'm excited to read more Rachel Higginson. And then the final one I have out there is Codename Genesis by Sawyer Bennett. This is the first book in her Jameson Forced Security series. I have not read Sawyer Bennett. I know Sawyer Bennett is a big favorite author of Becky from Buzzing About Romance. So I was like, for this year's summer reading challenge, Sawyer Bennett counts for a lot of the Buzzing About Romance, like episode specific or author specific book prompts that they have, because she is a favorite of theirs. So I was like, I gotta pick a Sawyer Bennett. I gotta try her. Becky loves her stuff. She's read, if not all, most of her backlist. So I was like, I gotta pick up a Sawyer Bennett. And this one starts with the letter C. But yeah, I'm excited to try these. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's a lot. I still have space for me to kind of mood read and go random places. I don't have any historical books on my TBR. But I definitely want to continue my backlist binge of Vivian Lorette. But I'm trying to pace myself because I know historical is very bingeable for me, and I can get stuck in a historical mood and then nothing else sounds good. But I have to be careful with that. Although at the same time, I'm trying to be careful about not getting in that mood. And I've like hardly read any historical this month because I'm staying away from it. Or this year, not this month, but we'll see. I'll read at least one, and if it's a good one, then that'll be my one for the month for my end of the year brackets, but I'm just going to keep chugging along. Let me know what you are excited to read in July if you're participating in any of the same readathons or other readathons that are happening. I always love kind of keeping an eye out on what readathons are going on, and even if I don't participate in them, it's fun to look at what their prompts are and just follow the creators of those readathons to see what other plans they have in the future. And if you'd like to just leave me an emoji, leave me something cherry related or cherry pie or something like that for Team Cherry. If you aren't participating, I highly recommend the Little Cafe Readathon. The graphics are super cute. Everyone's been super nice in the Discord so far. And yeah, I'm just excited to kind of spread my wings a little bit more. And it was fun to mood read, but I definitely need a little bit more guidance, because sometimes I don't pick up a book for a day or so because I don't know what to pick up next. So I feel like I'm finding that sweet spot between too much of a TBR and too much mood reading, but I'm getting there. I'm finding the best route for me, which is fun. But I'll stop rambling at you. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon with another video.